Greetings, fellow humans. I'm MartianBuu, and I am joined today by my associate Renee.
Hello.
And today, I just wanted to take a break from our normal potato gameplay and actually do something more important, which is rating the eggs of Hearthstone based off of how delicious we think they're going to be. So Renee is here to help me come up with a good rating. She's going to tell you what she thinks it is. I'm going to tell you what I think it is. I think we'll go with something like 5 stars is the best an egg can be. You definitely want to eat that egg. And 1 star is that's gross. You don't want to eat that at all. So starting off here with the hunter eggs, we have extraterrestrial egg, which looks like
I can't get past the egg burster that comes up on the left.
That's another thing you have to think about, like what kind of creature is hatching from this egg.
Ooh.
It does look juicy. I think it'd be a nice moist egg.
Does not make it better.
Doesn't make it better. You can see that the critter is pretty developed inside. Like, it's not going to be very yolky. You're going to get a nice taste of whatever egg burster is.
Good protein, but I don't want that protein.
You don't want that protein?
No.
What do you think?
I'm going to go with 2. I think there are worse out there. It's not that bad. It's still a contained egg. So, Yeah,
solid. I think I'm going to give it a 3, especially like this is the type of thing where I feel like the local cuisine could say like, oh, it's a delicacy. It's really good. You have to try it. So yeah, I give it a 3. It looks edible, at least.
Fair.
Then we have mystery egg. So it starts off as like, this is like, what are those Russian dolls called?
Russian nesting dolls.
Russian nesting dolls. So it looks like that pops open, but then there is a real egg inside with some kind of dinosaur going on in there. So I guess, I got to give the plastic egg a 1, but then the egg inside, how are we feeling about that?
I mean, I'm torn because I don't want to eat a dinosaur, but I feel like that's at least a more developed protein.
Yeah.
I'd say, presuming we can cook it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 3.5.
All right. I'll give it a 2 just because like this thing's already walking around. It's a dinosaur. I like them. I don't really want to kill that and eat it, but it's not like it's inedible. I could do it.
Fair.
All right. Then we have mechano egg. All right. So this is a mechanical egg and it hatches a robot. I feel like I can't even give that a 1. Like it's not edible.
Yeah.
Like
No, I could not even chew that.
Whether I want to or not, that's just not a choice to make. You can't. Yeah.
No. Yeah. Not for me. Only maybe if eating it gives you that dino superpower.
Okay.
You become Robosaur, but no.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll try to eat it if I could become Robosaur. Does this count? I don't know. Nithrog summons egg, so it's storm egg is what we're not eating. Nithrog. This is something you have to contend with if you want to eat the storm egg.
Oh.
But so it's a egg. It's got a dragon in it, right? Storm Drake, and it's covered in electricity, so it's got that nice
spikes.
Yeah, it's got that nice extra zest that comes from being full of electricity, I guess. What do you think?
1.
I'd probably gotta give it at least a 2. I'd try it. I'm interested because like, this could be shockingly tasty if you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean. Warlock eggs. We have bone web egg. This is a spider egg. So you got your nice little silk cocoon there. The spider is halfway out already, and when it comes out, it greets you with a nice big spidery smile.
No, I vote 0.
You vote 0? You give the mechanical egg a maybe, but this is no.
No, I don't want a spider crawling in my stomach. No, thank you.
I think insects are surprisingly well. You get to kill it and cook it first.
Better. But
nice crispy. It's
she's
not into it
because it's a spider. I can't.
I'll give it a 2. I think it's vaguely edible. Egg basher, that's not an egg, but clutch of corruption, you get a horrible egg. That bodes well.
Yeah, it's great marketing.
So inside the horrible egg is whatever the last dragon you played or whatever. So it's a dragon egg. Man, I gotta give that at least a 3.
Yeah, I mean, same kind of thing like the other one. It's, more developed protein, but I still don't want to eat a
I think it's
either,
yolky.
but,
Like, I have no reason to believe that this isn't an egg I can just crack and eat. Maybe I'll give it a 4. That's a solid egg. That's just a dragon egg.
even though it's a horrible egg.
Oh, it is a horrible egg. Oh, okay. I had to I forgot it's a horrible egg.
It is horrible.
All right, I guess I'll give it a 2. If it's a horrible egg, it's gross.
Yeah, I'll give it a 2.
All right. So amalgams are not eggs. It's just like they have all like like there's like hidden subtypes like treants that for some reason the amalgams ended up with. So those aren't anything. But here we have another dragon egg. All right. This one is just an egg, but it's not a horrible egg.
But it's got those spikes again, and I don't want
But you're going to crack it and eat the
those.
yolk inside.
Fair.
You don't have to eat the spikes. You don't eat the shell when you eat an egg.
Fair. I'll give it a 3.
I'm going to give it the 4 I was going to give the horrible egg until I remembered that it was a horrible egg. All right, here's another one. Foul egg. This is a play on words because it's an undead egg that's bursting a zombie, but it's a foul, if you know what I mean.
I very much appreciate that.
So this is an undead egg. It is already mostly developed with a bones, and it's heading its way out. Where are we going to give this one?
I mean, it's foul. I mean, I don't want to eat just bones. That sounds...
Yeah, this is a 1 to me. Like, what are we eating?
It's the toothpick at the end of the meal.
You can give it to your dog, I guess, and they'll enjoy that.
Yeah.
All right, runic egg. This is made out of some kind of crystal that I imagine would crack your teeth if you tried to eat it. So I got to give this one a 1 if I can't give it anything lower.
Yeah, that somehow seems more dangerous than the mechanical egg.
Yeah,
that
it might have some
like
kind
it
of...
would crack my teeth real easy.
Yeah, it might have some kind of magical properties that makes it easier, but...
Ooh,
oh man, runic omelets are the best. Runic omelets are the best.
Oh, so I mean 5. It's
okay, yeah. Instant. All right, then we have swamp dragon egg. Now, this is another one of those where it's like mostly developed. And it's a swamp egg. So you get that nice swamp juice.
So appealing when you put it that way. I don't want swamp juice. Let's give that a 1.
All right. I'm going to give it a 2 just because, like, again, I think it's technically edible. All right. Then we have the Nerubian egg, the classic egg with the pustules and the undead creature inside. How do you think of this pus undead egg?
No. So this is one of those cards that I don't frequently pay attention to the picture because it's just such a long-standing card that, like, of course, it's the Nerubian egg, whatever. But looking at it, and it's got that, like, undulation, and you can see, like, smoke inside, or who knows what's going on. That looks... gross.
This seems like the type of thing where, like, you could only get it at very select regions of the world, and there are some people who are like live nearby and they make a killing going into these deep Nerubian nests and pulling out these eggs and shipping them halfway across the world to be like some rich person's gross food.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it a 5 because I'm expecting this to show up at a 5-star restaurant.
Fair. And apparently, it's a good source of protein and Nerubians.
And pus.
Well,
what was your rating on that?
Well, I was going to give it a 5 out of curiosity until you said that, and that kind of downgraded it to a 3.
Pus, not a complete deal breaker. All right, then we have the scarab egg. So this is another insect egg, and it's kind of cracking there, so I think it's pretty developed, but maybe not. Maybe these ones in the back are fresh. I don't know. Like, you could, assuming that the scarab is not fully developed yet, and that you could have whatever. Do people eat insect eggs? Insect eggs don't look like this, do they? I don't think they look like little pouches.
I want to say yes. I've never paid that much attention.
So assuming there's yolk inside, what are we doing?
Well, assuming there's yolk inside and it's kind of a normal-ish egg, maybe a 4, except can't even get through the flavor text and they're eating my face? No, that's a 1.
They say you can't make an omelet without... okay. Okay, that just confirms it. This scarab is ready to go inside, ready to hatch. I was going to say, like, maybe we're stretching a little bit too far. Yeah, I'll probably give it a 2 for the same reason. Like, I could probably still... It's probably still edible.
You could eat it before it would eat your face.
Then we have serpent egg. This one is another one of those where, like, it's already out. You're basically just eating a sea serpent. I would probably give that a 3 myself. It looks
I was also
edible.
Thinking about 3-ish.
Yeah.
Not my favorite, but yeah, technically possibly edible.
All right, I don't know how many more we have. This is a devilsaur egg, so in this case, you're eating a T-Rex, which is
watching you.
Unacceptable to me. Right? Devilsaurs need to be, you know, we need to coddle them. We need to make sure that they get to live a full, exciting devilsaur life. So I'm gonna give this one a 1, based off of the principle of it.
That's fair. I'm gonna give it a 1. That's a strong contender as far as reason, but mostly it's looking at me. I'm not gonna put it in my mouth while it's watching the whole thing.
Apparently, this is a key ingredient in all discerning funnel cake recipes, though.
I believe it. It's staying at a 1.
All right, so these are more amalgam. Egg Napper. Egg Napper does have some eggs that hatch into raptors. Looks like they're almost on their way out, so I'm going to give that one a 2 as well, probably. Except, like, this one I'll give a 2, this one I'll give a 4, because I think this one isn't on its way out yet. Except that it summons 2 raptors, so it is. All right, never mind.
So it's just close behind. Yeah, that's a 2 for me.
2. Terrible Chef. So this is, they're taking the Nerubian, the hard-earned, like, delicacy, rare meal, and they're just ruining it because they're terrible chefs. I'm going to give that a 2.
That's a 1. I mean, it already wasn't ranking very high.
But look, they have the fish head.
Cool. Still 1.
So these are just more amalgams. Is this yeah, these are amalgams too. So our last egg is chromatic egg. This one is another, chromatic is a type of dragon in World of Warcraft. So this one is, you actually don't know what it's going to be because you secretly discover a dragon to hatch into. So it could be anything. Yep. And
you are being watched again while you eat it, just not by the egg itself.
Okay, so here's the thing though. Nefarian was known for creating 2 things: horrible monsters and excellent breakfast. I'm going to give this a 1 just because that doesn't say excellent.
Oh, fair. Also, what if what we're about to eat is the horrible monster option, not the excellent breakfast?
True. Yeah. That's not a risk worth taking.
Yeah, no.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed the Easter special. Everyone say thank you to Renee.
Bye, friends.